Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Ever felt like investing is just for rich people or finance nerds? Maybe you have heard words like SIP, NAV, compounding, risk, returns, and thought, I will figure that out later. But here's the truth, if you are earning even a little, you should be investing. And no, it's not gambling, and you do not need 50,000 to start. In fact, investing is just a smart way to make your money work while you sleep. And you can begin with as little as 500 per month, even from your smartphone. Think of investing like planting a money tree. It takes time and care, but the earlier you start, the stronger it grows. You do not need to be perfect, you just need to start. In this video, I am breaking down all the essentials you need to finally get started. What risk versus return really means, how to protect your money through diversification, why asset allocation is like building a team for your finance, the magic of compound interest, how SIP work, what NAV means, and how to build and adjust your investment portfolio. No jargon, no confusion, just real talk about growing your money in a way that makes sense. So, if you have ever thought, I wish someone just explained this simply, you are in the right place. Let's start with the big question. How much risk should I take when I invest? The answer depends on what you want in return. Risk and return are like a seesaw. The higher the potential return, the higher the risk you are usually taking. And the lower the risk, the safer it feels, but the returns are smaller. For example, a saving account is super safe, but the return may be 3 to 4% a year. On the other hand, stocks or mutual fund is riskier, but they can give you 10%, 12%, even 15% long term. Here's the key, not all risk is bad. Risk is just the price you pay to let your money grow. The trick is to choose the right level of risk for your comfort and goals. If you need money next month, don't take risk. If you are saving for 5 to 10 years, you can afford to take more because time smooths out the ups and downs. Also remember, taking zero risk often means zero growth. Don't fear risk, understand it, manage it, and match your investment with your timeline and life stage. Small recap, more risk is equal to more return potential, less risk is equal to more safety, less growth. The goal is not to avoid risk, it's to use it wisely so your money grows with confidence. You have probably heard the phrase, don't put all your eggs in one basket. In investing, that's called diversification. And it's one of the smartest strategies out there. Here's what it means. Instead of putting all your money into one stock, one mutual fund, or one asset type, you spread it out across different investments. Why? Because not everything goes up or down at the same time. Let's say you invest only in tech stocks, and when it happens to tech crashes, your entire portfolio takes a hit. But if you also had money in gold, real estate, healthcare, or bonds, some of those might goes up or stay stable, while tech goes down. That cushions your loss. Think of it like packing for a trip. You do not only bring t-shirts in case it rains, right? You bring layers. Diversification is the same. It prepares you for any market weather. It does not guarantee profit, but it helps protect you from big losses and keeps your journey smoother. Small recap, don't bet everything on one thing, diversify to protect your future. It's not complicated, it's smart, and it's work. If diversification is what you invest in, asset allocation is how much you put into each. It's like creating a recipe. A little bit of this, more of that, to get the perfect mix for your goals. Let's break it down. There are different asset classes: stocks, bonds, gold, real estate, and even cash. Each one performs differently in different situations. Some grow fast but are risky, others are safe but slow. Asset allocations mean deciding how much of your money goes into each category. For example, 50% in mutual fund, 20% in fixed income, 20% in gold, 10% in cash. The right mix depends on your age, your financial goals, and your risk comfort level. Are you younger? You can take more risk. Maybe you invest in more in stocks. Or else closer to retirement, you will want more safety, like invest in debt or bonds. There is no one size fits all, but having a balanced allocation keeps you from panicking when markets swing. Small recap: diversification is the strategy, asset allocation is the plan. Use it to make sure your money is going in the right place, not just sitting still. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Why? Because it makes your money grow faster the longer you leave it alone. Here's how it works. Imagine you invest 10,000 at 10% annual return. After 1 year you get 1000, total 11,000. But in year 2, you do not earn 10% on 10,000, you earn it on 11,000. That's 1100. And in year 3, it grows even more. You are not just earning on your money, you are earning on your earnings. That's compounding. Money growing on top of money. Now here's the secret: time is everything. If you invest 2000 per month starting at age 25 and someone else starts the same at 35, the first persons might end up with double the wealth just by starting earlier. So it's not about how much you invest, it's about how early and how long you stay invested. Small recap: compound interest is equal to your money working over time. Start small, stay consistent, and give it time. Let compounding do the heavy lifting while you sleep. If investing feels scary or complicated, SEP is the best place to start. SEP stands for Systematic Investment Plan. It simply means investing a fixed amount every month into a mutual fund, just like a subscription. Instead of dumping 50,000 in one go, you invest 500 or 1000 monthly. It's affordable, automatic, and builds a habit. Here's why it works so well. You do not need to time the market. You buy more when prices are low. You buy less when they are high. Over time, this smoothes out your cost. That's called rupee cost averaging. And since SAP are monthly, they sync with your salary just like rent or phone bills. Also, SAP help you benefit from compounding. Every month, investment add to your growing snowball. You can start SAP in equity fund for growth or in debt fund for safety, depending on your goal and risk level. The best part, you can start, stop, increase or pause a SAP anytime. Total control in your hand. Small recap: SAP is equal to low stress, high discipline. It's one of the smartest way to build long-term wealth even if you are just getting started. You have seen it before, NAV. But what does it actually mean? NAV stands for net asset value. It's basically the price of one unit of your mutual fund. So if the NAV is 50 and you invest 1000, you get 20 units. Now here's the truth. A lower NAV does not mean it's cheaper or better. It's like stock splits, just math. What really matters is how the fund performs, not just the NAV number. So don't obsess over the price, focus on the returns, the fund manager, and the track record. NAV is the just entry ticket, not the whole show. Think of your portfolio as your money stream. It includes everything you have invested in: mutual funds, stocks, golds, bonds, all working together towards your goal. But here's the catch: over time, things change. Let's say you planned 50% in stocks, 30% in bonds, 20% in gold. After a year, stocks goes up, suddenly they are 65% of your portfolio, which means you are now taking more risk than you planned. That's where rebalancing comes in. Rebalancing means realigning your investments back to your original plan. You reduce the overweight assets and add to the underweight one. It's like a health checkup for your money. It keeps your portfolio in line with your goals, risk comfort, and changing life situation. How often you should rebalance? Once a year is great for most people, or whenever your asset split drift too far from your original plan. Here's the best part, many investment apps now help you track and rebalance automatically. Just set a reminder and stay consistent. Small recap, build your portfolio with purpose, rebalance to keep it healthy. Your portfolio is not set it and forget it, it's a set it and adjust it when needed. Let's quickly recap what you just learned. Risk versus return, higher rewards need more smarter race. Diversification, never put all your money in one place. Asset allocation, plan how much goes where. Compounding, the earlier you start, the bigger your wealth. SIP, your easiest way to begin. NAV, the price of fun, not the full story. Portfolio and rebalancing, build it, then check and adjust it over time. Investing does not have to be scary or complex, it just needs clarity, consistency, and a long term mindset. Start small, stay regular, and give your money time to grow. If this video helped clear things up, imagine what consistent learning can do. Like this video, drop your doubt in the comment, I reply to all. And hit subscribe for more easy, practical finance content every week. Because money grows when you grow with it. Thanks for watching. See you again.